Seated position and sort of wriggle around. Comfortable. Maybe move the beautiful flesh and muscles away so that we can actually feel the sit bones. Or not. And let's just take one deep inhale. Reach your fingers up. Take those shoulders up to your ears. Grow long and feel that beautiful space just beneath your rib cage where your diaphragm is. And while you're there, we're going to keep our arms up here for 5 breaths, okay? With the exhale, you can slightly release the shoulders and the arms, just the tension from your hips all the way up to the fingertips. But when you inhale again, reach up and spread those fingers and increase that space just around your solar plexus. And imagine the rising sun. With each and every inhale, the sun rises more and the yellow light expands even further out past your ribs, past your heart, up to the shoulders, down to your knees. Basically, right at the end, we'd like to be a sun ourselves, being filled with yellow and beautiful energy. And release on your exhale. So you got another 4. Inhale, reach up. If you feel like you'd like to pull your belly button back towards your spine, just to give that lower back a bit of support, do so. Really grow long, long, long. Go past your comfort zone. Exhale. Release. Inhale again. Up, 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 up. There's something really beautiful stuck on your ceiling. If you want to keep your eyes closed, do so. If you want to look up to the ceiling, to what's up there, go for it. And exhale, grow soft. Inhale, grow up, 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 up. Reach, reach, reach. Cracking noises included. Splay those fingers. Your shoulders are actually touching your earlobes. And release. And 2 more. In case I didn't count properly, we're just going to do 2 more. Inhale, reach up. Just lodge those shoulder blades from your hips, basically. That's the kind of feeling. Exhale, grow soft. Inhale last time. And with the exhale, you're going to allow those arms to drop down towards the mat. And simply sit like that. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Blood's coursing through those arms, shoulders, fingers, neck. A beautiful, energizing feeling. And 1 more deep breath. One more inhale, take those fingertips up to the ceiling. Ears are hugged by your bicep. Touch those palms together. Take those hearts in front of your heart, with your hands in front of your heart center. Thumbs touching your sternum. Shift your feet if they feel uncomfortable. Please lower your forehead down to your fingertips. And not just gently. I mean, start gently, but then really pull that tip of your nose and forehead down to your fingertips so that you can actually feel that stretch right at the base of your neck spine, where your neck spine basically meets the shoulder girdle, that itty bitty sore spot in between the shoulder blades. Keep pulling and then actively pull the shoulders away from your ears, giving an added stretch. And then travel down into the bottom tips of your shoulder blades and pull those down towards your sit bones as well. And release that hold. Deep inhale, slightly rounding your upper back. And then release those shoulders back to where they're supposed to be and lift your chin, open your eyes, wriggle your fingers. Welcome. Rotate your wrists in both directions. And then interlace your fingers and place them at the back of your head. Basically, you're cradling that roundness of your skull. I'm sure it has a name. Your thumbs can gently dig into those occipital lobes, those itty bitty indentations at the base of your skull. Your elbows are pulling back, so your chest is nice and open. And with the next exhale, you're simply going to guide your chin down towards your chest applying a tad bit of pressure with your hands, but only a tad bit, and keep those elbows out because it squeezes your shoulder blades together. And then imagine somebody's trying to pull your crown chakra away from your shoulders. So you're lengthening from your occipital lobes down to your shoulder girdle. Inhale, and with the next exhale, slowly allow those elbows to come closer together, closing that hold and increasing that pull on your neck. Be gentle. Don't know what you've been doing so far, but be gentle with your neck. Always be gentle with your spine. Add a bit more pressure, and maybe just the weight of your upper arms, and hands is enough for your neck. Maybe you want to add a bit of pull. Always check in that it feels right to you. Keep your core nice and tight to keep your lower back straight. Stay here for another 2 breaths. And allow yourself to really sink into this. And with your next inhale, simply allow the elbows to come outward again, opening your armpits and chest slightly. And then exhale. Ease that hold on the back of your head, and with your next inhale, slowly come on up, unfolding at the same time, reaching your crown chakra up towards the ceiling. Maybe you're pulling slightly in those occipital lobes so that you really get that lift in your neck. And then exhale, release your arms and simply sit in an upright position. Hands can rest wherever they feel most comfortable, either next to your thighs, on your thighs, in your lap. And with the exhale, simply allow your upper body to soften. If you feel the urge to drop your chin down to your chest, do so. If you feel the urge to sort of wobble your head gently, do so. Draw circles. Whatever your body is telling you would feel nice now, do so. As long as you can sit and go into that feeling of that elongated neck spine. For another 3, 2, and 1. And come to center again. Inhale, take your fingers up. Exhale, take your hands down to your heart center. And then place your hands onto your belly. We'll do 3 rounds of breathing. I think we all know the deal there. So if you don't want to have your hands on your belly, place them on your forehead. I'm kidding. Let's really feel that belly inflating like a balloon. So I'm going to count to 4. Inhale, push that belly out. 4, 3, 2, 1. Push those lower ribs out too a bit so you can open your chest. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Ease your shoulders. Exhale. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the while pulling your belly button back towards your spine. Contract your perineum. And release with the next inhale. 4, 3, 2, 1. Cradling that balloon and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax the shoulders and exhale. 6, 5. Pull that belly button back. 4, 3, 2, 1. Contract your perineum. And inhale last time into that belly. 4, 3. Push it out. 2, 1. And hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax your shoulders. Exhale. 6, 5, 4. Belly button back. 3, 2, 1. Contract the perineum, moving your hands up to your rib cage. Get comfortable there. And with your next inhale, expand that belly. 4, 3. Pull that breath up into your rib cage. Feel it widen. 2, 1. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. And exhale. 6. Pulling your ribs in. 5, belly button back towards your spine. 3, 2, 1. Contract your perineum. 2 more rounds. Inhale into your belly. 4, 3. Pull that breath up into your rib cage. Sit a tad bit taller. Relax your shoulders and hold for 1, 2, 3, 4. And slowly exhale, pulling your ribs together. 5, 4. Belly button back. 3, 2, 1. Contract the perineum. And last round here. Inhale into your belly. 4, 3. Push it out. Expand your ribs. 2, 1. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. And slowly exhale, contracting your ribs. 6, 5, 4. Belly button back. 3, 2, 1. And contract the perineum. Move your fingertips up to your collarbone. Sit a tad bit taller. Crown chakra goes up to the ceiling. Forehead and shoulders are relaxed. And 3 rounds here. Inhale into your belly. 4, 3. Pull the breath up into your rib cage. 2. All the way up to the highest point of your choosing, be it collarbones, be it crown chakra, and then hold there for 1, 2, 3, 4, and slowly exhale from your highest point. 6, 5. Contract those ribs in. 4, 3. Belly button back. 2, 1. Contract the perineum. And then inhale again into that belly. Expand. 4, 3. Pull the breath up into those rib cage. 2. And then to the highest point. 1. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling from your highest point. 6, 5. Pull the ribs in. 4, 2, maybe 3, huh? Belly button back. 2, and 1. Let's do one more for good measure. Inhale, expand your belly. 4, 3. Expand your rib cage. 2. Pull that breath all the way up to the highest point of your choosing. Hold. 1, 2, 3, 4. And slowly, slowly exhale from that highest point. 6, 5. Curl those ribs in. 4, 3. Belly button back. 2, 1. And contract the perineum, releasing your hands down into your lap or onto your thighs or next to your thighs. Keep contracting that perineum for another 3, 2, 1. Release. And if you're at an exhale, allow your upper body to soften. Allow your legs to soften. And soften your entire spine from your sit bones. Belly button goes slightly back to allow your lower back to curve backwards. Round your shoulders. And drop your chin down towards your chest. Sink down. Allow your upper body to grow heavy and sink down towards your lap. And then take your hands and place them onto your knees, palms down. Hold on to those knees and allow your upper body weight to sink behind your sit bones so you're hanging in there. And that spot just between your shoulder blades is pulling backwards. Chin is going down even more towards your sternum. And with the next inhale, you're slowly going to roll on top of your sit bones, past your sit bones, pushing your belly forward, open your chest, and slightly pull your shoulder blades together. If you want to drop the back of your head between your shoulder blades, opening your throat up to the ceiling or sky, do so. And with the exhale, you're slowly going to shift your weight over your sit bones, behind it again, rounding your lower back, rounding your upper back, dropping backwards, drop your chin down towards your chest. We're going to do 3 more. Inhale, move forward slowly, push your belly forward, open your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades. If you want to open your throat, drop your back of your head between your shoulders. And exhale, come backwards, hang there again. 2 more. Inhale, come forward. If you want to speed it up a bit, still be mindful of your spine and be also mindful that you are going to be generating a lot of heat. Inhale 1 more time, come forward and backward. Hang there. Really pull those shoulder blades apart. And then with your next inhale, move your weight on top of your sit bones again. Slowly start straightening your spine all the way up to your shoulders. Release your hands, rotate your shoulders backwards 3 times and forwards 3 times. And come into a tabletop, come into a kneeling position. Tuck your toes under if that's possible. If you can't do that, or it feels uncomfortable either in your toes or the soles of your feet, or even, between your thighs and your calves, place a cushion in between, okay? And just transfer some weight backwards. We're not doing anything with our arms. We're just resting them on our thighs. Lean backwards until you feel your knees almost lifting off, okay? Keep those thighs and knees as close as you can together. Keep leaning backwards. I know your toes are screaming blue murder most probably right now, but give them a chance to stretch a bit. Another 3, 2, 1. Slowly come forward. If you need to use your hands, do so, and allow those toes to lie down and sit down back onto your heels. Place your hands behind your toes, either fingertips or flat down, depending on how open your spine and your front body is. We're going to open that front side. We're going to inhale into that belly, push it out, pull that breath up into your rib cage, and then slowly rotate your shoulders backwards and either gaze straight forward, depending on how flexible you feel in your neck now, or drop the back of your head backwards down towards your shoulder blades. Okay, and we're going to stay here for 3 breaths. If you feel discomfort in your lower back, pull your belly button back towards the spine. I know expanding your belly and pulling the belly button back towards your spine is sort of contradictory. So listen to your lower back. That has priority. Try to open that chest even more with each and every inhale. With the exhale, you can slightly soften that front opening. You've got 2 more. Inhale. Pushing the palm of your hands into the mat. Your arms are extended and strong. Exhale, soften slightly. And we've got 1 more. Inhale. And exhale, lift up onto your fingertips. Bring your head up first. If you feel dizzy, just stay there for a breath or 2. And then come back up into a kneeling position and rotate your shoulders backwards and forwards. And then come forward into a tabletop and come straight into a cat pose. Take your chin down, tuck your tailbone under. And if you feel uncomfortable in your lower back, pull that belly button and lower belly into or towards the spine. Spread those shoulder blades. Enjoy that stretch. Push those palms into the mat. And now slowly in that cat pose, slowly shift your heels back to your glutes back to the heels, but not all the way down. And then inhale, come back up into a full cat pose. With the exhale, we're going to go shifting the glutes down to the heels. And inhale, come forward again. It's just lengthening that lower back. And 2 more. Inhale, come back.
And exhale, lower the glutes down towards the heels. And simply hold there and pull your shoulders away from your ears. Shoulder blades go down to your glutes, and then try to wrap the outer edges of your shoulder blades down towards your chest. So you're increasing the space in between the shoulder blades. Hold for another 3, 2, 1. Very good. Inhale, come forward. And then exhale, come into a neutral spine. Take your hands forward, come into puppy pose, releasing your glutes backwards towards your heels. Lower your chest down. Chin goes down onto or towards the mat. Keep your eyes open. And shift your glutes and knees so that you get an angle between your calves and your thighs to such an extent that you feel ease in your lower back. If you have your hips above your knees, there's going to be a lot of pressure in on your lower back. So maybe shift backwards, not sitting down onto your heels because that's a child's pose. But what you could do is let's all shift into child's pose. Lower your forehead down onto the mat. We're not going to rest there. With the next inhale, we're going to walk forward with the fingers, and at the same time, we're going to shift the glutes away from the heels. And then you're going to gaze forward towards your hands, and then you're going to stop shifting your glutes off your heels and when you feel comfortable in the lower back and chest, and then drop your chin down. Arms are engaged, fingers are splayed. Sit bones want to go have a glimpse of that ceiling today. 2 more breaths here. For those of you who need added stretch in the shoulder area on the exhale, push those armpits down towards the mat. And then with the next inhale, slowly come on back up. Take your hands under your shoulders, come into cat pose. And then come into neutral spine on your next inhale and simply shift your hips, shoulders from side to side, or draw circles with your hips and shoulders. Do so in both directions. And then take your right hand under your center line. Grow tall in your right arm. Take your left arm over to the side and then exhale up. Open that chest. Push that right hand into the mat so you grow long. There's something up there. Your ceiling is like Schlaraffenland. There's something up there that you really want. On the next exhale, go down, thread that needle, lie down onto your left shoulder. Relax your head down to the mat. Right arm goes up to the ceiling. Either stay like that or wrap your right arm either around your rib cage or go and grab your left thigh or even inner thigh and then gaze up towards the ceiling, opening your chest. Feel the twist in your chest. Be gentle. Rather move, millimeter for millimeter until you feel like, okay, this is as much an opening as I can get in my chest. And then stay here for 2 breaths. The exhale is always longer than the inhale, remember. And with the exhale, release that arm up to the ceiling. With your next inhale, your fingertips reach up a bit more. Feel that lengthening from your left shoulder to your right fingertips. And then exhale that hand down and come straight into a cat pose. If you have the urge to sort of wriggle your spine, please do so. With the next inhale, come into neutral spine and then take your left hand under the center line, lengthen that arm. Right arm goes out to the side and then twist open, open, open. Your left hand is pushing into the mat. And then with the exhale, you're going to thread that right arm under. You're going to lie onto your right shoulder. Head goes down onto the mat. And then reach your left arm up to the ceiling. And if that is enough, you stay there. Transfer weight onto your right shoulder so you can feel that opening. You're opening that left shoulder. Your left shoulder wants to go back, okay? Not the arm, just the shoulder. You want to take it a step further? Wrap your right arm around your rib cage or go find your right thigh or inner thigh and hold on, and then allow your gaze to travel up towards the ceiling, and your left shoulder wants to travel back even more. Right arm gives you leverage. You're pushing the right upper part of your hand into the mat, pushing your shoulder into the mat to roll over your right shoulder. I'm going to stay here for another 2 breaths. And one more. And with the exhale, release that left hand, reach your fingertips up to the ceiling, grow long. And then exhale that left hand down onto the mat and come straight into a cat pose again. If you feel the urge to sort of wriggle your spine, do so. Nothing static. With the next inhale, slowly uncurl your spine, wriggle that spine. Then curl those toes under, and let's come up into our first downward facing dog. Walk that dog. Be mindful, okay? Always check in with your body because it changes every second. So, it's the only body we have. We want to be nice and loving and kind to it. Walk that dog. Give your head a bit of a nod and a shake. Really root down through your 10 fingers and feel the 10 toes pushing into the mat. And while we're walking, let's just get into that adjustment and get to feel comfortable in that downward facing dog because it's such a beautiful pose. Keep walking those heels, travel up from your hands into your upper arms, rotate them outward so that your elbows can actually look down. And square your shoulders, neck and head relax. You're just hanging in there. Shoulder blades pull down towards your sit bones. Hips move far away from your shoulders. And you're gazing down to your feet just now. Check they're like hip distance apart. And then allow your gaze to travel up to your thighs, rest there, or at your belly button, depending on how flexible you feel in your neck today. And then come to a standstill and push your palms even further into that mat so that you can shift your chest down towards your thighs. Whether your legs are bent or straight, I'll leave that up to you. We'd like to get those heels down onto the ground. Take one more deep breath here. With the next inhale, gaze forward and slowly undulate so that you're coming into a plank position. Pull those shoulders away from your ears. Heels are pushing back. Inner thighs are contracted. Your thighs are lightly rotated inward. So you'll feel sort of a loosening in your iliosacral joint. Feel nice and stable. Tailbone is tucked under. Core is tight. Ribs are curled in. Shoulders moved back. And you're gazing down to the tip of your nose, which is pointing down. The crown chakra is moving away. So you feel like you're being stretched from your heels all the way up through your spine into that crown, which is pushing away or pulling away. Hold for another 3, 2, 1. Lift your left heel. Too easy, huh? Lower that left foot. Lift your right heel. Your foot remains flexed. And release again. Last time left. Hold. Release. Lift your right foot. Keep breathing. Never ever forget to breathe. Exhale, come on down. Drop your knees down. Come into child's pose, either with outstretched arms or allow those arms to rest just alongside your thighs. Allow your belly and chest to grow heavy and sink down onto your thighs. Glutes connect to your heels. Your neck is relaxed. 2 more breaths here. Make that exhale count. And last inhale. And long exhale. Do the next inhale. Take your hands forward, come back into plank. Take your right hand under your center line, open up into side plank. This is too much today. Drop your right knee down. Okay, if you want an added stretch or take it a step further, push the inner arch of your right foot down towards the mat and lift your left leg up. Very good. And exhale, come back into plank, go down into chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Open that chest, legs are engaged. Tuck your toes under, simply come into plank. Take your left hand under your center line. Sorry, you're seeing me from the back. Reach your right arm up, fingertips reaching up there again. Again, if it's too much, drop your left knee down onto the mat. I want to take it a step further. Press your inner arch of your left foot down. Right leg goes up towards the ceiling. Exhale, come back down into plank, all the way down into chaturanga. Keep the elbows close. Upward facing dog or cobra into plank. Lift your left heel up. Press those 10 fingers into the mat. Drop your left foot, lift your right heel. Your belly's contracted. And release back into downward facing dog. Walk that dog. Give your head a bit of a nod and a shake. Keep walking, walking, walking. Take those knees and heels and hips and shoulders and head, whatever you want to move, move it. Wriggle your fingers if you can. And then release. Inhale, look forward. Step forward with your right foot. Come into warrior one. If you feel wobbly, move your foot to the right edge of your mat. Sink down until your right knee is above your right ankle. Don't come into a hollow back. Rather pull your tailbone under. Left toes are facing forward. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, come forward into humble warrior. Inhale, come forward. Open that chest, open your arms, and then twist your wrists so that your pinkies are turning backwards. We're not going into a back bend. We are simply opening the front line, meaning you're pushing your lower ribs forward. Your sternum is going forward and slightly upward, and your chin is going up towards the ceiling. Shoulder blades are squeezing together. On the exhale, you come forward into humble warrior. And then inhale. Still got to give this thing a name. Open your heart warrior. Last time, humble warrior. And really use that breath. Inhale, come back into heart warrior. That's a good one. And then exhale your left hand down onto the mat. And with the right hand, you open up your chest. And then exhale your hands down, both on the inside of your right foot. And then take your right foot back, cross those ankles, come down into chaturanga. Uncross your ankles, inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And then tuck your toes under, come into downward facing dog. Walk that dog, shake that head. Find some stillness. Inhale, look forward, step forward with your left foot. Come into warrior one on the left side. If you're wobbly, move your left foot to the edge of the mat and sink down until your left knee is above your left ankle. Again, tuck your tailbone under. We're not going to be in this hollow back. Tuck that tailbone under. Right leg is stretched. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, come into humble warrior, leaning forward. Straight back. Inhale, come back. Into heart warrior, opening your chest by pushing your lower ribs out. Sternum goes forward and slightly upwards. Chin goes upwards. Turn those wrists so that your pinkies are showing backwards or pointing backwards. Your shoulders are also twisting backwards. Your shoulder blades are squeezing together. Exhale, humble warrior, straight back. Inhale, heart warrior. And exhale, humble.
Last time, heart warrior opening, inhale. And then exhale down with your right hand and inhale, open your left chest, left hand reaching up towards the ceiling. Inhale, grow long, exhale. Take both your hands, the inside of your left foot, take your left foot back, cross it over your right ankle, go down into chaturanga. Uncross your ankles, inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Tuck your toes under and come back into downward facing dog, walk that dog. Sink down with your chest. Give your head a bit of a nod and a shake. Then find some stillness. Inhale, look forward and step forward with your right foot. Come into warrior one again. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, rotate your shoulders backwards. Interlace your hands and pull those fists past your glutes, opening your chest, squeezing your shoulder blades together. And don't forget to sink down with your right leg until your right knee is above your right ankle. Either gaze to the tip of your nose, straight forward, or up. If you look up, you can open your chest a bit more. Inhale, grow long. Exhale, release your arms up. And then take your hands down onto the mat. Step back, cross your ankles. Chaturanga, inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And downward facing dog. On your exhale, walk the dog. Tailbone goes up. Find some stillness. Now, instead of going into this massive hollow back in your downward facing dog, I would like you to simply tilt that pelvis in the exact opposite direction. So you're pulling your belly button backwards, lower abdominals are contracted, and you're pulling your tailbone under. And you'll feel your belly muscles contract like there's no tomorrow. Hold it there. Keep your breathing nice and even. 3, 2, 1, and release into neutral spine. Inhale. On the next exhale again, curl that tailbone under. Feel like your hip bones want to meet your lower ribs. Don't forget the alignment of your upper body, please. Upper arms are still rotated out, shoulders are square, shoulder blades are pulling down towards your hips. Hold for another 3, 2, 1, release. Inhale, lengthen that spine. We're going to go one more round. Exhale, curl that tailbone under. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Walk that dog. Take your hips along. Just to ease any possible tension that might have arisen in your lower back. And then find some stillness. Inhale, look forward, step forward with your left foot. Come into warrior one here. Sink down, rotate your shoulders backwards and interlace your fingers. Allow those interlaced fingers to travel down past your glutes. Squeeze the shoulder blades and look upward. If this is the same leg as I did before, please change sides. It feels very familiar. With the next inhale, slowly come on back up into warrior one. It is not the same leg. I'm so relieved. Exhale those hands down onto the mat. Step back into plank with your crossed ankles. Go all the way down into chaturanga. Uncross and come into upward facing dog or cobra. Tuck your toes under and come back into downward facing dog. Walk that dog, shake out that neck and head of yours. And then find some stillness and lift all 10 toes off the mat, allowing your chest to sink down even further. Allow those hips to grow further away from your shoulders, lengthening that lower back of yours, creating space in your lower abdominals, and release those toes down. Inhale, lift those heels up.
And exhale, heels down. Transfer weight to your left hand. Trust your hands and feet. And then take your right hand and either place it on your calf or thigh. And then gently look under your left arm towards the ceiling, just giving a bit of a twist, still sinking down into that downward facing dog. And inhale, turn to the mat, exhale the right hand down, sink down into downward facing dog. Adjust if you feel like you're too far away. And then shift your weight to the right hand, release your left hand and place it on your right thigh or right calf or even ankle, depending on how open and flexible you feel today. And allow your gaze to travel under your right arm up towards the ceiling. Feel that twist in your upper spine. Still in downward facing dog, don't forget, right? And then inhale, allow that gaze to come back to the mat, and exhale, release that left hand down onto the mat, come into downward facing dog, walk that dog. Into stillness, inhale, look forward, bend your knees and forward into a chair pose because we can, right? Gaze down, your knees are behind your toes, you can see them. Your tailbone is tucked under, your core is tight and your chest is open. Shoulders are moved away from your ears and your fingers are splayed, and we're going to sink down a bit. And we're going to hold there. Push those 10 toes onto the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Because it's so nice, you're going to add another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, come into a forward fold. Take your feet hip distance apart. Bend your knees. Grab your elbows. Release your chin down towards your chest so that you can really lengthen your neck. And if you want to sway from side to side, do so to loosen that lower back. And the next time you're in the center, release those arms. Slowly come up, uncurl into standing position. Reach your hands up. And exhale your hands in front of your heart center. Very good. Mixing it up a bit today. Inhale, come up again with your hands touching. Exhale, take your hands in front of your heart center. Very good. Again, inhale up. Exhale your hands out so that your arms are shoulder height. Go into your fingertips of your middle fingers and just reach them out. I know we always do this in a seated position. Mix it up a bit. Very good. With your next inhale, take your hands up. Gaze goes up to your hands, slightly bend your knees and forward fold. Your next inhale, come up again. Fingertips touch, palms touch. Exhale, hands come in front of your heart center. Thumbs touch your heart center. Inhale, come up. Exhale, allow your arms to sink down horizontal again. Your arms are strong. Your shoulders are moved away from your ears. Your legs are strong. Your tailbone slightly tucked under. We're going to exhale. We're going to move to the right. Keep your arms nice and strong. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Keep your hips stable. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Exhale, right. Exhale, left. Exhale, right. Last time on the left. Come to center. On the next exhale, we're going to take those hips along and you're going to swing from side to side. And I'll leave it up to you how fast you want to move, but keep those arms stretched out. So basically, from your shoulders to your fingertips, they are extending, okay? And another 3, 2, 1. And now slowly start lowering your arms down to the side, still twisting. And come to rest in a mountain pose. Palms facing forward. Close your eyes. Allow your shoulders to drop away from your ears. Hold and enjoy. 3, 2, 1. And release the arms. Inhale, take them up towards the ceiling and take them down in front of your heart center. Your elbows and shoulders are same height, okay? Palms are touching.
thumbs are lightly touching your sternum. You're going to inhale. On the exhale, you're going to pull the shoulders away from the ears and push those palms together. You should feel your shoulder muscles kicking into action, your chest muscles kicking into action. Even your ribs are working really hard. Hold, hold, keep exhaling, exhaling, exhaling. And release. Don't let go, just release a bit. Inhale, grow long. Relax your shoulders away from your ears and exhale. Push the palms of your hands together. If you feel like your elbows are sinking, like mine are, lift them up again so that they're on your shoulder. Same height as your shoulder. Keep squeezing those palms together. 3, 2, 1, release. Walk it out. Rotate your shoulders in both directions. And then come into goddess pose. I can hear some groaning already. Don't worry about it. Now, plant those feet firmly on the ground. Knees go out. Not sternum, your tailbone goes straight down like an elevator. Down, 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 until you can feel your inner thighs kicking in. And it doesn't matter how far down you go, because you reach a point where it's just, you're hanging in there. And we don't want to hang in there. We want to feel these muscles working, okay? And you're leaning against the wall, your chest is open, you're going to interlace the fingers, place them behind your head, your chest is open, your elbows are pulling backwards. Don't fall into a hollow back. No, we're not standing like this. Tuck the tailbone under and simply open the chest by pushing those famous lower ribs forward. Once you found a position where you feel comfortable, you're going to inhale, you're going to grow long, and you're going to exhale, you're going to bend towards the right. And then you're going to inhale, you come back to center. And you're going to bend towards the left on your exhale. And then you're going to inhale again. You're going to bend towards the right. Pull that belly button back towards your spine to protect your lower back. Inhale, come back to center. And you feel like you're sinking down with your pelvis even more. That's okay. Bend to the left. Inhale, center. Last time on the right. Maybe your elbow can touch the knee. Make sure that your left or the upper arm does not fall forward. Your chest is open. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale down. Inhale, back to center. And then maybe come up a bit with your pelvis so that you can really feel your inner thighs working. Get into cactus arms with your upper body. Shoulders are relaxed away from your ears. And exhale, we're going to twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center, sink down. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center, sink down one last time. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Take those hands down and release your pelvis. Drop your right shoulder down towards the mat. Look up and really press that right hand against the inner thigh of your right leg so you can feel that stretch there. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, do the same thing with the left shoulder dropping down, left hand pressing against the inner thigh of your left leg, gaze up to the ceiling. Enjoy that stretch. Inhale back to center, shift your weight to the right foot, stretch your left foot. Now, I know this is not for everybody, so variations. You can sit down and then shift your weight forward and then walk over to the other side and then shift your weight backward and sit down. That's one. Obviously, for those who can shift from side to side or want to do so, you can also remain almost up in goddess pose and then simply stretch your legs here. It all depends on how flexible you feel in your hip area, in your inner thighs, okay? Just get these stretched out, these inner thigh muscles, okay? Now, for those of you who want to take it a step further, drop your knee down to the middle, stand your foot up, shift your weight onto your right foot. I'm on the right side now. And then shift your weight over to the left side. Sit down Drop your left knee down to center line. Stand your left foot up again. Shift your weight up onto that left foot and shift over to the other side. We're going to do sets, 3 sets. Okay? Good. Okay, let's go. And keep breathing and enjoy the strengthening and lengthening. Whichever position or whichever variation you choose is going to feel fantastic. Okay, very good. And we've got one more set. That was too easy, right? We're just going to add one more because we can, because it's Sunday, because the sun's shining, because. So we are going to meet in Malasana. I'll leave it up to you how you get there. Come into sort of sumo pose and then walk your feet together and sink down into Malasana. And allow your back to be round, okay? Tuck your tailbone under, lower back is round, shoulders are round, and then allow your chin to drop down. And with the next inhale, slowly walk your hands forward, come into kneeling position, and allow yourself to roll down or drop down into child's pose. With active arms, walk those arms far away. And on the exhale, release the tension on your arms and hands. Again, inhale, walk those fingers away. And exhale. We're going to do one more. Inhale. We're going to do one more. We're going to inhale, grow long, and on the exhale, you have to lift your forehead off the mat a bit. You're going to walk your hands over to the right. Your glutes are staying glued onto your heels, and you're going to walk your hands over to the right so far until you feel that comfortable stretch along the left side of your body, and then you can release your forehead or head down to the mat again. Breathe into the left side of your body. With the next inhale, lift your head off the mat again. And with the exhale, allow your hands to walk over to the left side, stretching that right side body of yours. When you've reached maximum stretch and a bit more, allow your forehead to sink down onto the mat again. Your glutes are still connected to your heels. And then breathe into the opening of your right side body. With your next inhale, lift your forehead and come back to center. Drop your forehead down onto the mat one more time and release your arms next to your thighs. Allow your entire belly, chest, and shoulder area to sink down. Allow those shoulders to relax down towards the mat. Take another 2 breaths here. And then with the next inhale, squeeze those knees together, curl that chin down towards your chest, and then slowly lift your upper body up. Uncurl your spine, rotate your shoulders backwards, take your arms up towards the ceiling. Take your shoulders up to your ears and exhale the shoulders away from your ears and the hands in front of your heart center. Very good. Uncurl your legs from under your body. Come to sit on your glutes. Take your hands behind your body. Fingertips are facing your glutes. Your fingers are splayed. We're going to go into a reverse tabletop. Feels like we're doing a lot of heart opening today. Must be something with those planets up in the sky or in the universe, right? Okay, your feet are hip distance apart. Plant those soles firmly onto the ground. Inhale into the belly. Open your chest, rotate your shoulders back and squeeze those shoulder blades and either stay like that, looking up towards the ceiling, And you'll feel that stretch and opening across your chest, across your anterior deltoids, and down your arms, sort of like just across the front of your shoulders and down. Stay there, or lift your glutes and come into reverse tabletop, squeezing your glutes, and you'll feel the back of your thighs kicking into action. Squeeze your knees together. Soles of your feet are firmly pushing down. Hip bones are going up, and either gaze down along the front side of your body up to the ceiling, or release your head down in between your shoulder blades, which gives you a bit more leverage to open your chest. You're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Try not to sink down. Do the exact opposite. With the inhale, you're pushing the entire front side of your body up, 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 up. Thighs want to go up, hip bones want to go up, belly button wants to go up, chest, shoulders, throat, everything wants to go up towards the ceiling. And we got another 2 breaths here. You can definitely feel those hamstrings kicking into action. With the next exhale, slowly lower your glutes down, 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 down. And release your neck and head, and then release your entire chest onto your thighs. Drop your head in between your knees and enjoy. Take 2 deep breaths here. And with the next inhale, slowly come on up. And either place your hands onto your knees and slowly roll down onto this mat. Take your knees along and slowly and gently hug them towards your knees. Keep them hip distance apart so you can really feel that lower back pushing into the mat. Shoulder blades and neck are flat as well. And take those knees together, hug them towards your chest, point your toes, and curl into a small ball. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. And release your entire body down. Stretch out from the tip of your toes to the tip of your fingers. Grow really nice and long. And then come into bear pose, flexing your ankles, flexing your wrists. Push your shoulder blades, neck, and lower back into the ground and splay those fingers and toes. We're going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and shake it all out. Let everything that doesn't serve you anymore, let it leave. Fling it out into the air. Make sure you open a window or door afterwards so that it can escape out into the universe for another 3, 2, 1. And slowly release your arms and legs onto the mat. Turn your palms facing up and lay those arms and legs out so that you play around with that distance. See, if you sort of spread eagle, does that feel uncomfortable? If you're sort of all tucked up onto your mat, feels like you're lying in a coffin, maybe not. So find that position of arms and legs that works for you the best. And let's take 3 deep inhales through our nose and exhale through your open mouth. Inflating that belly, rib cage, and all the way up to your highest point of choosing, and then exhale. 2 more. And allow those ankles to fall outwards. Your toes and feet and ankles. Relax. Your shins, your knees, your thighs. Relax. Your glutes, your pelvis, your lower back. Relax. Your belly, your chest, your shoulders. Relax. Your arms, your wrists, your hands. Relax. Your neck, the back of your head. Relax. Your forehead, your eyebrows, the space between your eyebrows. Relax. The tip of your nose, your lips, your tongue. Relax. Your lower jaw, your cheeks, your ears. Relax. Allow your entire body to grow heavy and sink into the mat. Relax. Your next inhale, slowly bring your attention back into the here and now, to the space that's around you. I'm aware of the sounds near and far. Feel the air on your skin. And feel that support beneath your body. And slowly graze your thumbs over your fingertips. Wriggle your toes. Become of your amazing body. Take a deep inhale into your belly and stretch your arms over your head. Give your body a nice stretch from your toes all the way up to your fingertips. Energizing, activating, waking up. When you're ready, slowly move one knee after the other towards your chest, gently, and easily sway from side to side, activating Ida Pingala left and right of your spine. And roll for as long as you feel it's good for you, and then roll over onto your favorite side and come into embryo pose. And release your entire body into the mat one more time. Relax. When you're ready, slowly come up into a comfortable seated position of your choice. Root down through your sit bones. Place your hands with palms facing up onto your knees. If that feels uncomfortable, place them wherever you want to. But let's have the palms open up to the universe to catch whatever goodness is coming from there. And allow your crown chakra to reach up into the universe as well, lengthening your spine, relaxing your forehead, and allowing your shoulders to sink away from your ears. Release your abdomen and your hips, your inner thighs, your knees, your ankles. And then take your attention for a short trip throughout your body, from head to toe, and back up to your head. Encounter any dis-ease or discomfort. Acknowledge it with your inhale and surrender it with your exhale. And repeat as often as it feels good to you today. And then slowly take your hands in front of your heart center into Anjalina Mudra. Your thumbs lightly touching your sternum. Lower your forehead down. Your fingertips in gratitude for the time and effort you invested in the most spectacular human being to walk this face of the earth. Yourself. And slowly lift your forehead from your fingertips. Let's do 3 lines. Breath, inhale through your nose, exhale through your open mouth. Stick out your tongue, growl, screw up your face. Whatever rocks your boat. Enjoy. Move your thumbs up to your forehead. With gratitude and love, I realize who I am. And then move those thumbs down to your heart center. With gratitude and love, I realize who I am, what I have, and what I have to give. Allow that feeling to course throughout your emotional body, your physical body. Fill your entire body like that yellow sunlight from beginning of the class radiating out from your solar plexus. Pair it with that fantastic feeling. Allow it to radiate out past your physical boundaries, out into the universe. And allow it to touch as many people as you'd like to today and in the days to come. And rest in that feeling and in that light. When you're ready, slowly open your eyes. I wish you a fantastic day. Continue as energized as you are right now. Thanks for joining.